Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your favorite girl, Kellysams, back to your screens with another video. So ladies, as you all knows, our vaginas are our confidence. When there is something going on with our vaginas, everything around us is wrong. Yes, and that's why I did this video, so you can know, you can get to see for yourself whether you're doing well or you're not. So guys, these are symptoms, you are vaginal symptoms or vaginal problems that you should never ignore. Anything that is happening down there, you should know yourself, you should know how you're doing down there. Vaginal health is very important. Guys, before I even start, you all need to have a healthy vagina. What I mean by a healthy vagina, you need to have a vagina that does not have odor, a vagina that does not itch, a vagina that has discharge that is clear, that is sometimes it's thick, it is odorless, it has no smell, and also a vagina that gives you confidence, because that is who you are. Without that person down there, there is no you. You understand? So guys, before I even start this video, I want to share with you a suppository that helps vaginas. So I have boric acid with me. These are suppositories that they're just like medication. Let me show you. So this is how it looks. This is how it looks. You insert it down there during the night as you sleep, and it helps with all the itchiness, all the odor. If your vagina is smelling bad, the discharges that is coming with greenish, yellowish. So this suppository does that work. Huwa inasaidia. It comes with things to put it in. You just open up here, pop up your pill down here like that. And then this one acts like a syringe. You insert this into your vagina, and then you push it in. You see, that is how it is. It is called boric acid. In case you want it, and it is even written here, it supports itching. It helps to remove all that itchiness, and if your vulva is swollen, it helps with that. It also promotes vaginal balance. If your pH was messed up with, it brings the pH back, the balance, it balances the vagina. And also, if your vagina has bad smell, it brings it back to life. So guys, that's it. It is called boric acid. I will leave the number down here. If you want to like try it out, you can just make a call, order yours. It comes in a bigger bottle, than this, with 30 capsules. And also it comes with like this one with 15 capsules. So it depends on how many capsules you want. If you want to purchase the one that has 30 capsules or the one that has 15 capsules, that's on to you. I'll leave the number down here. It is very affordable, so make sure you go by yourself. It helps a lot. It helps a lot to maintain your girl down there healthy, smelling nice, odorless. So yeah guys, let's get to it. So as I said earlier, these are things that you cannot ignore. If you start seeing things are changing down there, it is your girl down there communicating to you that you need to go and see a gyna. And the first thing that you should never ignore, if you experience pain during intercourse, it's not okay. It is not everybody who talk about it. Si kila mtu anaiongelelea. Most of you guys are usually shy to say it, but it is not okay. The moment you start feeling pain when you're having intercourse, just know something is wrong. And this pain during intercourse may be caused by two things. The first thing, you might be having an infection. When you have an infection and you engage in sexual intercourse, you will feel pain. The next thing, it may be caused by vaginal dryness. I have seen people out there talking about vaginal dryness and how to treat it, I would advise you to go and see a gyna, get tested, and then they will advise you on what medication to use, on what you can use to make things better. The second thing that you should never ignore: bleeding during intercourse. If you experience bleeding, you are not even supposed to be there another day. Toka uende hosi. Just go to the hospital, because you might be having PID, which is not good. So if you experience pain during intercourse, please make sure you don't ignore that and go. That is your girl trying to tell you that in there is something that is wrong. The third thing that you should not ignore: it's abnormal vaginal discharge. Abnormal vaginal discharge. Every lady has discharge, which is okay. If it is clear, if it is whitish, it is not. It is not a lot. It is odorless. It does not smell bad. That is good. But if it changes its color, it is a lot. It comes with a foul smell, like fishy smell, kitu imeoza hivo. That is something you should not ignore as a lady. Hufai ignore kabisa. Ukiona hiyo discharge inatoka imechange color, iko na harufu mbaya, do not ignore. Enda hospitalini. Just go to the hospital, see a gyna, get treated. The next thing that you should not ignore is itching and redness. If you experience itchiness down there is something that is very wrong. You are not supposed to feel itchy. It is not supposed to be itchy. So if you start noticing that there is redness around the vulva, and also there is itchiness, go to the hospital. And this itchiness, it may be caused by two things. Number one things, it might mean you have a fungal infection. And two, it might mean you have an STI. STIs are those infections that are transmitted through sex. You had sex with someone and then they give you that infection. So yeah, if you start feeling itchiness, just go to the hospital. Another symptom that you should never ignore is unpleasant smell. Anytime you remove your panty, it smells bad. It is not supposed to smell bad. For a woman who observes her hygiene, a woman who does not do douching. Douching ni ile unaingiza vidole huko ukiosha, unaingiza vitu, sijui maji unachota, ukiinama unaingiza, unajipanua, unaingiza maji. If you do not do that, kama huo unaoga vizuri pale juu venye niliwaambia, it should not smell bad. So when you notice there is smell coming out from your girl down there, do not ignore that. Go to the hospital. Another thing is burning sensation. Burning sensation comes when you feel like urinating. Ukisikia kususu, when you go to pee, there is a burning sensation. Kuna uchungu inakuja ukitaka kukojoa. And also, you feel like urinating even if you don't have any urine in your bladder. But you have that sensation. You have that, urinating sensation. And when you go to urinate, it is only a few drops coming out, and it's very painful. When you start feeling that, guys, go to the hospital, go see a gyna and get treated. Another thing you should never ignore is persistent abdominal pain. Persistent abdominal pain. These abdominal pains ni ile uchungu unaisikia hapo kwa tumbo ya chini. Unasikia ni kama cramps. It comes like cramps. It's like you're having cramps in your abdominal area, lower abdomen, around your waist. And at times it can go even to your lower back. So when you start experiencing those abdominal pain, whether it is severe or not, go to the hospital. You are not supposed to have those cramps when you are not on your periods. So you start getting those abdominal pains, do not ignore. Another thing that you are not supposed to ignore is new vaginal bumps. You realize hapo kwa your girl down there, around there is some bumps or some pimples starting to pop out. There is some bumps coming out. Ukishaanza kuona hizo bumps na huwa zinakuja and then zinapasuka, zinakaa vidonda, do not ignore. There is someone who texted me and said akona hiyo kidonda hapo na bado hajaenda hosi. No, you should not ignore those. You start seeing those bumps, zingine zinapotea and then new ones comes. Do not ignore. And that might be caused by that might tell you have an STI. Na STI nimesema ni zile infections zinaletwa kwa kufanya ngono. These STIs are those infections they are transmitted sexually. You had sex with someone, they gave you that infection. If you start seeing those bumps, go to the hospital. Enda hosi, kimbia hosi. It is not good. Two more. Another thing that you should never ignore is low libido. I know. Low libido it's not something that you see down there. It is not something that you can see, but it is something that you feel. Your urge for having sex, and especially for ladies who are married, women who are married. If you start experiencing low libido, you do not want your husband again. You don't want to have sex. You do not want to engage yourself in sexual intercourse. And you are okay, normally you are okay, even at times you had high libido, but now it is low to the extent that you do not want to engage sexually with your husband. Go to the hospital. You should never ignore that. That means there is something going wrong somewhere and you need to go and get tested and treated, because low libido can cause divorces in marriage. Sex is something that maintains a marriage. And if it is not there, it means you are neglecting your husband, you are neglecting your partner. So if you start experiencing low libido, go to the hospital. The last thing, but it's not least, there is a number of things you should never ignore about your vaginal health. But the last thing for this video is, if you experience problems with bladder control. Bladder ni ile nitaita mfuko wenye huwa una hold mkojo kwa tumbo yako huko chini. Huwa ina hold mkojo. Na ndio wakati bladder ikijaa unasikia kwenda kukojoa. So if you're experiencing any problem with your bladder control, unapata your bladder is not holding the urine. You cannot control your urine. You can even pee even when you're sitting. Maybe you are having guests or maybe you're out there and then urine starts seeping out because you cannot control it. If you start experiencing that, go to the hospital. Go to the hospital. If you have those bladder issues, huwezi shikilia mkojo kabisa. Na ukijaribu kuishikilia inaanza kuleak, inatoka. Unatembea tu huko nje unasikia ndio hiyo inatoka. If you're experiencing that, run to the hospital. Go and see a doctor, get treated. So yeah guys, that's it. I hope umeelewa. If there's something that I left out, you can put it in the comment section. We said this channel, we learn, we educate each other. Maybe there's something I forgot, but you can remember it. Just write it down there in the comment section. It might help someone. Mumenielewa? So yeah guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. Leave me down a sweet comment. Give this video a thumbs up guys, and I will see you on my next video.